Welcome everybody. This is Kent Larson, Vice President of Sales for Power Results Academy. And once again, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here tonight and see what Power Results has put together. I've got all three of the founders and owners of the company on here with me right now. You all heard them. We've got Dr. Rose down in Houston. We've got Hitesh down in Houston, and we've got Robert Phillips out in Ohio. So what I'd like to do here is very quickly, I'd like to bring this over to Dr. Rose. What he's going to do is he's going to give you a brief story on how we put this together. And I will say that I met Hitesh myself back in 2008. Brought him over to a little training I had that was for a company of 70,000 representatives. Introduced him to the world, and after that, it's been nothing but crazy what these guys have been able to accomplish. In the meantime, I then introduced him to Dr. Rose, who's on here now, and they met Robert. Here we are, Power Results Academy. So, Dr. Rose, why don't you take it from here?
Okay. Well, I'm glad to have everyone on tonight. Super excited. Basically, with everything that we have here, it really has been done in a win-win situation, because obviously if we use all of our marketing skills that we've been super successful with and can use that to your benefit and actually in helping you and getting you further on with your businesses and hopefully with promoting PRA itself, this is just going to end up being a huge thing. We already know that from just if you look at our Alexa ranking, it's pretty unreal what we got going on so far with the amount of traffic, people hearing about us, and that's thanks to all you guys out there actually spreading the word already. So really with getting just a little update is pretty much this is a conglomeration of like 3.5 years of a lot of money and a lot of work with Hitesh and really bringing this all to a perfection, and especially with just some of the input that we got from people like you and just things that came to be where we took the best, literally I believe, out of every major successful company out there and doubled it in a sense, or we made it completely legal in the Zeke sense. So as far as that goes, our system is now so user-friendly that we know, I don't care who it is, a newbie, a 70-year-old, they can use this system, because what we already had was really good a month ago, where we actually gave you traffic sources that we knew were proven. But even then, it was a little extra work for some people to go out there and contact and get mailing set up and so forth. But at this point now, it's literally someone comes into our site, they copy their link, and they paste it in our ad center, and that's it. They just literally then wait for those leads to funnel through the proven funnel systems we've now created, and now you follow up with your signups. Once again, taking cold traffic, at a click of a button, converted it into buyers. It just honestly does not get any better than that, and I've spoken with so many people that have already been using the system that were stuck in the old MLM world where it was just exhausting and burning up their warm market, their friends, family, and coworkers, and it never went far and it fizzled out fast. With this, now it's a perpetual thing. We have people that literally, some have up to 28 already in 3 weeks, immediately below them, and have 3 levels down. And they just basically took our instant traffic Rolodex, which I believe is definitely a lot more work in a sense than what we have now, but he was able to actually use that and replicate it, as well as a few other individuals that I have personal contact with. So this is a no-brainer. This is actually going to just explode for anyone and everyone that gets involved in using it. So with that said, I guess I'll have Hitesh kind of actually show and demonstrate how the credit system actually works.
All right, thank you, Dr. Rose. Everybody should be able to see my screen. If you can hear me fine, if you can see my screen, then just say yes, or yeah, I can hear everything, and so on and so forth. Okay. All right, awesome. Looks like everyone can hear us and all that cool stuff. Okay. Well, first of all, this is really exciting because obviously this is something that we have worked on for almost 3 years, and the hard part about those 3 years was not making things complex, because I can make complex stuff And some of you have actually worked with me before on different products. You know that I can do complex stuff. The problem is making it easy enough that literally everyone can actually follow it through, and everyone can see the same results. So the whole concept behind Power Results Academy was creating something where people can see the same results regardless of whether they understand what they did. They have to be able to see the same results that we get. So I talk about this a lot of the times with a lot of people. The whole thing boils down to having a great funnel that converts, right? You want a funnel that converts, and you want traffic that then makes you money, right? So the traffic, which is targeted, goes in to a funnel that converts, and out comes, some good old-fashioned money. And then at the same time, if you are a really advanced marketer by most people's standard anymore, you also build your mailing list at the same time. Okay, and the benefit of the mailing list is that you're basically building something which is traffic on demand. From here on out, you can basically get traffic whenever you want, because you can mail these people, you can follow up with them. The whole problem, though, is even, all of this stuff sounds easy on paper or in MS Paint, so to speak, but for most people, this is really hard to do, to develop a funnel that converts, build a mailing list at the same time, to make sure that you're actually getting targeted traffic. All of that stuff is really hard for most people. And what's even harder is to not just do this, but do it so consistently and do it at a level where you can make a full-time living. That's where a lot of people fail, and that's what we wanted to solve. So here's what we did. We said, all right, how about we create the funnels that actually convert? We test the funnels. We know that they convert, which is what we did. And then we said, how about we set up a system for integration with mailing lists and all that stuff, so people don't have to code, people don't have to worry about how to do all of that stuff. And we did that. Then we said, how about we even give them sample messages, and we show them exactly how to write messages as well. They can just copy paste them over. So we did that. The final piece in the puzzle, which until last month even, we were kind of like, yeah, this is pretty much the hardest thing, is the targeted traffic. The whole point was, how do you actually get this traffic? How do you get it consistently? Because you could have all of these, and if you don't have the targeted traffic, you still don't make money. But if you have the traffic, if your funnel doesn't convert that well, you're still going to make some money. And, even if you're not building a list, you're still going to make money. So that was the thing that we set out to solve. We have fortunately solved it after a lot of digging around with it. And what I am glad to present you with is the Ad Center and the credit system in Power Results Academy. Now, the way this thing works is pretty awesome. First of all, we want to reward you for encouraging people who are working in your team to advertise. So whenever somebody in your team decides to go ahead and advertise and actually get traffic to their funnels, which have been set up already for them, then you actually get some free credits to advertise with as well. What we basically say is, listen, if you referred a sale and that person decides to go ahead and purchase some ad credits to advertise, you get 10% of those credits. So somebody decides to buy 1,000 credits, you get 100 credits to advertise with. Now, one of the obvious questions is, what exactly is a credit? What does it really entail? Okay, what we've done is, in the background, we built a very sophisticated system which keeps a track of all of our conversion rates. It keeps a track of how well this advertising is doing. And what we are really shooting for is, we are trying to get you at least one lead for each credit. So however many credits you get, we're trying to shoot for at least one actual exclusive opt-in that is generated within your funnel. Obviously, it could be a little more, it could be a slightly less, but that's what the whole system is shooting for. So if it so happens that the conversions are going down, then we automatically ramp up the traffic to make sure that you actually get more of that. So this actually removes all the testing from you, removes all the headaches of traffic. You don't have to go find different providers and get solo ads and compare those. You don't have to run PPV campaigns or PPC campaigns. We're actually doing all of that for you, and we are automatically testing everything and all that stuff. So it basically removes the biggest headache that pretty much anybody, no matter how advanced you are, the biggest headache that anybody has, we basically got rid of that. So all you literally do here is, you take your Power Results Academy affiliate link, okay, and you just copy paste it in here. That's it. You're going to copy paste your affiliate link in here. It could be like this. You could use our opt-in funnels that are already in place, which would be something like this. And you'll also notice, some of you who have been a member for the past few days, you'll notice that we actually added a name field because we noticed that our conversions didn't drop that much. Usually conversions drop with the name field, but responsiveness went up. So, that's one of the benefits of you using our funnels, because we are doing all of this stuff for you in the background. So what you do is you basically just copy paste your link in here, and you tell us how many credits you would like to spend. Okay. Now, you could assign any number of credits, okay, as long as it's you could just say 543 credits or something like that. And your credit balance will be automatically updated immediately after. And the moment you do this, your URL will be taken, it will be verified, it will be put in our system, and you will start getting traffic. Okay, now we're going to start the ad credit system tonight, basically, after the webinar is up. We're going to start it, and what that's going to do is it's going to take about we're going to say about 7 days for it to fully ramp up, and from there on out, it's going to be pretty much instant. The moment you assign the credits, your link is going to go into rotation, and you'll start receiving traffic within a few hours from then. But we do ask for the first 7 days, give us about 7 days to ramp it up to that point. Now, if you want to purchase more credits, you can. And if you purchase more credits in bulk, just like anywhere else, when you buy traffic, you actually get better rates. So, when you're buying a smaller amount of credits, your cost is a little higher. But as you're buying higher amounts of credits, you basically are paying a much lower cost. Again, this is how real world traffic plays out. When you go to an advertising provider, you say, listen, I need this much traffic. They'll give you a better rate on a bulk. And so this is a benefit that we pass on to you, that we are able to get really good bulk rates in a lot of traffic, and we are able to monitor all of the results that people are getting. So you don't have to worry about anything, and we'll just ramp up the traffic or adjust it to make sure that everybody's getting really good results. So that's one of the things that we are really, really happy about, because now what this does is it's building your list and it's getting you traffic. So 90% of your work is all right there. But we actually want to do a little more than that. One of the other problems that most beginners have, okay, is that it's very intimidating to them when they, for the first time in their life, they see something like Aweber or GetResponse. They're like, oh, this is too much stuff. I didn't know I had to set up another mailing system or this or that. It kind of throws them off. It's kind of intimidating. So another thing that we did is we actually will now collect your opt-ins for you along with their IP address and the date stamp and all that stuff. We'll collect the information, and that information is displayed in your account in the My Subscribers section. Now, this is in beta until tonight. After tonight, we have actually finished most of our tests. After tonight, this will be moved into, basically being not in beta anymore. And the point is, for some of newer users, and it doesn't have to be you who's a new user, but some of the newer users, when they get in here, it removes that barrier to entry, and then they can basically see that the system is working. They start generating leads. They see that they've generated 15, 20 leads, and then immediately it hits them the importance of having a mailing system in place for them. So it again flips it on its head. Instead of asking them to commit to doing this stuff which they don't understand first, we turn it around and we actually show them the results first. We show them that it's working for them, and then they can go ahead with the more advanced stuff. So the benefit, obviously, to all of you, most of you who are marketers and leaders already in this industry, the benefit to you is it boosts your retention, it boosts your conversions, and it makes your downline very, very productive. And as you know, our whole aim here is for you to generate a few sales and then really train those people, help those people, or watch as we help them, and let them ramp it up, let them get a few more sales, and you actually end up making a lot more very substantial income as compared to what you would even making hundreds of sales as an affiliate marketer. So that's where we kind of flipped it on its head. Now, the other problem again is, how do I convert these leads into money, basically? Just collecting leads isn't enough. Another part of the problem is how do we actually convert the leads into sales, which is something that we have been very, very aware of. What we have done regarding that, and this is part of the reason we wanted this webinar, because we need to let you guys know what we are doing, and you need to be prepared for this. What's going to happen after tonight is when you log into your members area on the home page, you're going to see a section that's going to ask for some information from you. It's going to ask for your name, for your gender, for a quote that you like. It's going to give you a selection of different quotes that you can choose from and some similar information. And it's also going to request that you upload a picture of yourself. That's fine if you don't want to, but we give you the option to do that. What that's going to do is we have a brand new funnel in place. This is a funnel that we have already tested, and the conversions are awesome, basically. We have actually seen some of the users, one of the users actually reported getting 36 opt-ins and converting those into 3 sales right off the bat. Because the way this funnel is going to work is it's extremely personalized, and using our technology, what it's going to do is when somebody goes to your referral link, when they opt into your system, they're going to actually watch a video, and that video is going to be from you. If you're a male, it's going to be in a male voice. If you're a female, it's going to be in a female voice. It's going to have your name in there, your image in there. All that stuff is going to be very personalized, and it's basically going to convert these people for you. Now, some of you actually on here might know there's one of our members named Alan, and I actually helped him create a funnel just like that, and I had him test a funnel just like that, which has been doing very, very well. He's at 30 sales at this point, all from other traffic that he's been generating. So we're going to actually create that whole funnel for you. We're going to walk you through the process, and the benefit to you, again, is all you will do is copy paste your URL into the ad center, and that's it. You guys won't need to do anything else after that point. And on top of that, and by the way, at this point, I'm sure some of you have questions. If you have questions, please post them. I'm going to try and get to them. But one of the cool things that we've also done is added in a fear of loss system. What the fear of loss system does is when somebody opts in to your welcome page and you start marketing to them in a personalized way, the way that the follow-ups that we give you and so on, at the same time, there's actually a very aggressive Power Results Academy campaign that goes out to them. And in this campaign, we basically let them know that they have lost some commissions, or they have actually earned some commissions which they cannot actually get until they have become a member. I'm going to let Dr. Rose actually explain a little bit more of how those bonus pools and all that stuff works. But basically, this actually allows most people to develop an income right away, and it actually creates a really strong urgency for them, because if they do not activate their account within a certain period of time, then they lose out on those commissions, and it also lets them know that there are potential sales that are already happening that they could be receiving some commissions on. So that campaign, in addition to the new funnel, is actually going to be extremely good for all of you who want completely hands-free conversions as well. So we have basically made traffic hands-free, we have made your funnel hands-free, and we have made your conversions hands-free. So at this point, there's really nothing else that you need to do to be extremely successful online. All you do is you literally log in, copy-paste your link into your ad center, and go with that. And the whole ad center income is on the side on top of it. So, when somebody that you have referred as a sale, all you do is you encourage them, tell them, hey, listen, I've been using the ad center. That's how I get my leads, and that's how I get sales. When they purchase ad center credits, you get 10% credits as well. So you can actually imagine how quickly those add up for somebody like Alan, for example. He has 30 people who are buying credits, and he's basically receiving a ton of credits at no cost. So that really helps most of you who are looking for basically free traffic and free money. So I'm going to try and answer some of the questions, because I know some of the things that I said were probably confusing, or things that you've never heard of before, because systems like this haven't been set up before, I guess. In the meantime, start posting your questions. I'm going to have Dr. Rose explain the bonus pools and how our pool system works, and you can go from there. Just want to clarify one thing before I move this over to Dr. Rose, is in the ad credit system, you can use any of the approved funnels that you want. We're going to have a number of different approved funnels in there. You can use any of your URLs for that. We obviously can't allow every random URL, because somebody could start, running malware URLs in there and basically cause all sorts of problems. So the only condition is going to be that it has to be a Power Results Academy URL or a Power Results Academy approved funnel, and you can go with that, and there won't be any problem there. Okay, Dr. Rose, would you like to explain really quick how the whole system works with getting them the bonus pools and the extra stuff?
Absolutely. Okay, so the real exciting thing was what we came up with the bonus pool. Okay, we know that so many people have unfortunately failed at any type of, whether it's network marketing or internet marketing business, and sometimes just that little taste of success is enough just to encourage someone and actually motivate them to do something. So what we came up with is a pool. It's kind of a winner's pool for everyone. Every member that when they first join, sign up, if they're a premium member, they'll get 2% of the company's gross earnings divided amongst them. If they're a springboard, they get an additional 3% of the company's earnings divided amongst them. And then now with the Interact will be an additional 1%. Even though the Interact's just a one-time fee for the $299, they will though continue to get a 1% monthly gross revenue of the company's shares. Now, the only criteria we have is the first month, everyone actually qualifies for that. And then the second month, actually, they just have to have one active member below them. And it doesn't matter if it's a reoccurring member, it doesn't have to be a new member, just one active member below them. So the super exciting news is then, now this also helped us play into what they call a fear of loss. So when someone opts in, like Hitesh was talking, we're working for you guys as well on the back end. So as far as it goes, whether someone's just a newbie and they're starting and they're not getting their own AWeber list, we're following up with the email campaigns to promote PRA for them to make those sales. As well as a company, we're following up for everyone that, whether they're in the instant or the quick program where they're getting their own leads as well, that we as a company will send out emails telling people that, hey, if you don't sign up in a certain number of days, you will miss out on earnings that will be given to others and you will lose out on sales. So it's been a proven model in many successful companies to actually have that fear of loss for people, just to get them motivated and going, because we are offering them money, which that money can then be cashed out to you, or it can actually be rolled into credits. So basically, we're hoping, people are going to obviously get going and see the value of what they're doing. And we haven't even touched based on really one of the biggest values of this whole system is we are the first company coming out there where we're saying, hey, you give your time and your money, and guess what? You're not just promoting us, you're building a business on the side where everyone else, you're spending your time, your money, you're promoting, and you're not ending up with a list yourself. The company ends up that way. And so the super exciting thing that we want to really address to anyone, because when we show you like even what we've done for earnings and that with online, it's all about having a list. And most people, I think newbies, don't really understand that. The power of having a list is the power to actually make sales. And so from day one, we have people obviously getting going on that. And as soon as we can get people over into the master's program where they actually got their own AWeber account and they're building the list, that is just the greatest thing that we could ever ask for people. I mean, we really want to see success in these people and that they actually build their business. And so when someone bringing in all these leads, they got to look at those as dollars, because like we said, the industry standard is that a lead coming through an opt-in like this is worth 80 cents to $1.20. So we're just going to call it an average of $1. And so every time someone opts into someone's list, they got to realize that that lead is worth $1 a month to them. So if they got 100 leads, that means that list of 100 is worth $100 to them each month. And most people don't realize that. And so as people are coming in, yes, you're going to get direct sales right away when some people get first exposure, but not everyone buys the first day. And that's, the saying, the difference between salad and garbage is timing. So you might not catch that person, but that's why we've got you either trained to use your AWeber account in our templates, you just copy and paste, or we're emailing out for you, because it might be the next week we catch this person and he's like going, man, this job stinks, I need to find another job. Or, hey, I need to get into something to make a little extra cash, and now the opportunity is automated and goes to them. Once again, making everything completely hands-free for you until they sign up and then you sponsor and then get them started. But really in this case, we already know with it being so easy and already the members below us that have been super successful, you know, not even 50% of those people have been needing to make contact and they've been getting going. And I'm kind of shocked with that because just contacting and trying to do the solo ads and so forth. But we already know now with this system so automated, but you know, the personalization we really want to have, and that's why these new conversion sales funnels that we have are so good, is because they are personalized. And so we do expect you to be a sponsor to these people and to help them out and know that they have someone there to help them. And that's what these videos are based for, and that's why they're converting so well. So when Hitesh came up with this ingenious idea of, hey, how about our videos, and I've never honestly heard this ever before, where any company puts together an awesome sales funnel and allows you to put your name into it where it's done automatically for you, post your picture in there, and once again, have it personalized to you. I totally think that is unbelievable.
And
so,
yeah, you know, I just wanted to touch on that because I think some people are confused. You're not putting a picture on your page or something like that.
Right.
Your picture and your information is actually inserted inside of the video dynamically. So when they go to your affiliate link or when they go to your link, they land on your opt-in page and they opt in or whatever, they actually land on your page and it sounds to them that it's you who's talking to them. They see you, they hear from you, they learn a little bit about you, so they're already prepared to actually join PRA and see your information on the top right and say, oh, this is my sponsor, this is the person that I just heard speaking, or this is the person I just was watching the video from. So it's actually pretty good. Some of you know what I'm talking about because you have signed up actually following a funnel like that, because we have had 3 or 4 people running those kind of funnels already, and some of you actually joined Power Results Academy because you saw a funnel like that. And what we basically say in that video is, hey, you know, I'm not trying to sell you something. I just want you to join this with me. We're going to work this together, and and my whole team, which is, you know, basically Jason and Hitesh and Robert Phillips and all these, you know, pretty nice guys, and Kent as well. I didn't mean to miss him out, but all these guys, we're actually going to be working with you as well. And it really works very well because, you know, for the first time, you can actually tell somebody, hey, listen, you don't have to worry about the funnel building and the traffic generation and all the stuff. We'll actually take care of all of that. And we'll actually optimize everything for you as well, which is what we do. So it actually converts extremely well because that is literally what 90% of the people are looking for. That is the whole difference between what converts and what sells versus what doesn't. And, you know, most people are kind of sick and tired. Most people instinctively know that all of these other sales pages and stuff promising them, you know, millions of dollars from one click of a magic software, they already know in their hearts that's actually, you know, all nonsense. But this is stuff, they see it, it's a real person, it's real information, it's really personalized for them, and it actually really gets their interest peaked, and they will actually work with you on that. So that's, you know, a really cool thing. I just thought that was really awesome. But I always think that what I think
it is. And so hopefully that is clear to everyone how that is so personalized to them. And so when that person does join up, they actually feel like they've already been communicating with you, and they've already heard you and know of you and know that you're a real person. And so that's, you know, and that's where we went a step further with the opt-in pages and getting people's first name, just because, once again, we're always testing. And that's the thing. We wanted to take anything that would cause a headache or potentially make someone fail because they were taking on more responsibilities than they were ready to. We didn't want people to go through the learning curve. So the more we could do it ourselves as being professional marketers, and then actually allow you to fit into using you and molding you into our system, then we know it's a win-win, because obviously your success is our success. So we want to make sure you're doing everything to the best, getting the maximum conversions, the best bang for the buck as you're growing your business and growing the PRA team. So that has just been the most exciting thing, I guess, with having these bonus pools now where everyone's winning. They can put that money into credits, and then once again, credits, and you got your downline buying credits, you get 10% of that. And it's been really neat. I've heard a lot of individuals where they're even buying up because they're getting good conversions, and they said, some of their members like kind of joined and were a little intimidated, like they were going to go more the moderate manual method where they're going to just post ads and stuff. But truly, if you're looking to really grow this business fast, that's where, if you understand the value of a lead and what it's worth, in the past we used examples which I would say were conservative. If someone paid $300 to get 1,000 clicks, we knew they'd probably end up on the low end, like say with 350 opt-ins, leads. So that 350 leads that they just got, even though they paid $300 and say they only got one sale on the front end, that's still worth, like, in the internet marketing world, that's worth like $350 a month to you.
Actually,
so when
it's
people,
interesting you mentioned that, Dr. Rose, because some people are asking about how that works out. So I actually have the spreadsheet up on the screen, and you can explain this with the spreadsheet as you go through it. Because some people are, they know that we have an awesome compensation plan, but they don't actually understand the hard numbers behind it. So, and why we kept saying that, listen, in traditional affiliate marketing, you need to do, 1,000 sales or more a month to actually make a really good income. Let's say you were selling a $20 product, you would need to do, and you were getting 50% commission, you would need to do 1,000 sales every month to make $10,000 a month. Okay, and that's something that we can do. Robert and I can do that. Dr. Rose and I can do that because we have big lists already. We have established brand names. We know how to do traffic generation. But really, you should never mislead people into thinking that, oh, you just buy this $10 ebook and suddenly you're going to be making all this money, because that's not how it works. And realistically, average person cannot generate 1,000 sales a month consistently. Okay, so our whole concept was, let's build something where we are asking you just generate just 1 or 2 sales a week. If you can do 1 or 2 sales a week, especially when you already have the funnel and the traffic and everything that's done for you already, if you can just generate 1 or 2 sales every week and expect that the people who join with you, your team only does half as well. Okay, so we're not even saying, you get 5 and they get 5 and they get 5 and then the whole population of the world is with you. It's just changed into, listen, you get 1 sale a week, so you get 5 sales. And then expect that the people who are working with you, these 5 people on average do worse than you, and they can only do, let's say 3.5 sales a month. Okay, so less than a sale a month, less than a sale a week. And then let's say that people below them only do 2.4, which is actually the average of how much people do. And let's say that people below them, only do 2 sales, and then below that only 1 sale on average. So we are being super, super conservative. And just with that, you're actually making your starting out income in that case is $2,500 a month. And since it keeps growing every month, your first year's net would be about $194,000, which is nearly impossible to make for the average person with affiliate marketing by itself. Okay, so that was the whole concept behind what Dr. Rose was just saying, that this is actually stuff that average person can do. And the only thing that you really have to do to make this happen is either advertise yourself or let us do your advertising with the advertising credit system, and everything else is done. And another thing that I want to mention here, which is something that I don't know why we don't talk about more, is this is your income from Power Results Academy. But at the same time, remember, you're building that giant mailing list. That mailing list actually becomes your long-term asset as well, because you're not limited to just Power Results Academy. You're not building Power Results Academy with this. You are building your business. So you can actually take that list and you could promote other things to them. You could promote your own system to them. You could do whatever you wanted. And that's a whole separate income that we're not even going to talk about here. Or if you want to use our tools and software to build your websites and automate those and get niche-based income coming in, totally up to you. That's a whole separate income on top of all of this stuff right here. So this is actually just the basic income you make from our affiliate program, not even counting all the money that you make from the bonus pools, not counting all the money you make from the advertising credits, not counting all the actual money that you make from your list at the same time. So it's, I get very excited about it, because if I had something like this starting out, then I would have probably been doing it. And although that would mean that I would never develop this, so I'm happy that there was nothing like this back then. But this is the point.
You had this dream, you had this vision in 2000.
But it's just one of those things that you really, really just have to start using and just be consistent with, just stick with it, and you'll be all set, basically. There was some other question that came up, and Dr. Rose will actually go over that right now. Somebody wanted us to explain the compensation plan a little bit more. Hopefully this has explained it a little bit, but Dr. Rose is going to explain it in a lot more detail in a second. And there's a question that somebody had. I want to answer that real quick. Okay, is there any issue with using a pen name or stuff like that? You are welcome to use a pen name. That's why on the site, when you log into your members area in about 2 hours from now, when you log in, it's going to say, what's your business name? If you don't provide one, then we will use your default name, okay, the one that you use in your account. But if you provide us with a business name, it will use that business name instead. And if you don't provide us with a picture, then we will use a default picture as well. So you don't have to worry about that. We actually have default pictures that we're going to put in place where it's somebody with the sun in the background, so you can't really see their face and stuff. You can't really see who they are, but it's gender specific. So that way, we make everything very gender specific, because it'd be kind of funny if there's a guy talking and then it says, "Hi, I'm Suzanne," or something, so that'd be weird. So we actually make, we have a female version and the male version and all that stuff. So anyway, I get super excited about this stuff, and then I kind of lose track of where we were going with it. But so Dr. Rose, would you like to explain really quick something about you already mentioned the bonus pool. Now, if you explain it one more time, I'll actually write it out on the screen as we go.
Right. Well, let's just hit the big points here. By all means, anyone can go to the PowerResultsAcademy.com and go to the opportunity section and actually download the PDF, or actually just view it right there.
Right.
And
okay, let me show them on the screen real quick. You just go to the opportunity page right here, and you can see some examples over here, and then you can also just click on the compensation plan. You can see the video right there and go from there. And then, yes, this spreadsheet that I just showed you is going to be available in your members area. You just can download that in your on the account page. Just go to promotion settings. Let me show you that, promotion tools. And on this page, we're going to have a lot of tools. We have banners, we have some emails, we have all that stuff. We have all the different links that you can use to promote it. And we're also going to have, we have the PDF of the compensation plan, and we're also going to give this spreadsheet for you over there as well. And now continue, Dr. Rose, sorry.
Okay, no. So once again, I'm going to just kind of give you a brief run through, but right now we have 7 ways to earn. And as far as the residual recurring commissions, it's pretty straightforward. As far as your first level is $16.50 and 5 and 2 and 1 and 1, and we have all the basically different levels of criteria for those, which are actually very easy. So we do have the platinum bonus pool, which is a 1% of the company's gross earnings, the diamond bonus pool, which is another 1% of the company's gross earnings divided amongst those members. We have the top 20 bonus members each month that will actually get 1% of the gross company's earnings. And then we have the movers and shakers. And once again, the leadership bonus is actually 2%. So that in itself has been, that's 6%. People can be into up to, at that point, 6% of the company's gross earnings. And then with the pre-launch founders pool, to where we're actually giving these people that either the first 10,000 or the first 100, the first 10,000 members we hit, or the first 100 that get in will qualify for lifetime pre-launch founders pool. And this is why it's important for all of you to get in there and actually get hitting it hard, because we know if you get in there and get going right away, our qualifications for that are actually really pretty straightforward and simple. And we know, we're just giving away so much in this that we just know people are going to just do awesome with it, whether it's the newbie person or the big leader that we got. But I mean, just even for the pre-launch founders pool, It's literally just a minimum of 10 active personal sales and having an organization size of 50 active members and to be an active Springboard member. And then you make that, you're going to be in the pre-launch founders bonus pool for a lifetime, where you're getting that 1% of the company's gross earnings. So once again, there's a lot of fine detail, and I know a lot of people have already gone through it and see it, and I'd recommend if there's more details, I'd have you do that and kind of read through it without drawing this all out for everyone. But unless someone has any specific questions for it, that's what I would recommend, is just actually shooting through that compensation plan for right now. Anything else, Hitesh, that you wanted to?
I just want to answer just a few more questions, because a lot of you on the webinar have been on webinars with me before, and you know what I really like doing is answering questions for people, because that they have a better understanding of what to do, and it gets us really excited about what we need to talk about as well. Okay, so one of the questions was about, if you already have a list, can we use it with your autoresponder? We actually are integrated with Aweber and GetResponse, so if you're using either of the two, you don't have to do anything. You can just keep using that particular autoresponder. We display the leads for you. You can actually mail them with any system you would like. So if you have a different autoresponder you want to use, you can use basically anything that you want. So that hopefully explains that thing. And if I buy the credits today, when will the campaign launch? Basically within 3 days, you should start seeing some traffic. We are expecting, or we are actually assuming, about 7 days for us to be fully going. And in 7 days, basically what will happen is, if on the 8th day you were to buy any credits, then you should start seeing some traffic coming in, like almost in a few hours or something like that. Because then we already have all this traffic going in, and your link just basically gets verified and gets put in the rotation right off the bat. So you don't have anything to, you don't even have to wait at that point. Just in the beginning, it's going to take like a day or two. Is it like a co-op program for leads? Kind of like that. I actually would prefer to say that's more of, it's not quite a co-op, because it is more personalized for you. You could choose to promote a different page on the site. You could choose to promote a different funnel if you wanted from the ones that others are using. And we will be providing a lot of funnels in here for you, like within the next, let's say within the next 2 weeks, because we like to run a lot of tests on our funnels before we just give them to you. We don't want to just assume they're going to convert. So you will be able to use any of those when you want. Okay, the compensation plan is on. Just go to powerresultsacademy.com, and in the top menu right here, click on opportunity, and it's on that page. Okay, and we're going to take last 2 questions, and then we're going to close the webinar. Okay. Okay, do you guys have a weekly list of IM tips that we can push to our list and market PR? Yes, we actually give you a lot of follow-ups that you can use, and we give you some additional emails as well. And there is a whole training that's going to be focused entirely on how to write proper messages and stuff like that. Plus, because in part we just like doing webinars like this with our members and our promoters, and we want to be in contact with you, we actually are going to try and have some more webinars like this, and basically just keep in touch with everyone and give you more tips and give you more stuff like that. Okay, so that hopefully will help. How long do we have to hit 10 people to become a founder? Until we hit 10,000 people. That's basically it. Okay, could you describe what tools are available in the system to build? Okay, I'm going to keep that really, really quick. For somebody who's just using who wants to see what tools they can use in addition to everything that we have in Power Results Academy already, I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to show you really quick. You have the Lead Squeezer, which is a system to build your own funnels, to build your own lists in any niche that you want. Site Builder, which is actually a remote WordPress site builder that builds pre-optimized websites for you. Amazon Review Store that builds review stores for you with Amazon, which some of you might be familiar with. It collects the reviews, the images, everything about the product, arranges that, organizes it, links it out, cloaks your links, and optimizes it for proper rankings. The site analysis, which analyzes your website, tells you what to fix so that you can rank better. The PRA Springboard is actually a whole separate standalone system that installs on your hosting, which contains the keyword finder system, which finds real-time keywords that are converting right now, tells you why they're converting, and then gives you suggestions on how to market to those particular keywords, like you should build a Squidoo lens or use a YouTube video for this, or in this case, there's an exact match domain available or whatever. And the Springboard social system is our system which actually connects to 120 different social media websites and gets you high quality, high authority backlinks from those social media sites. It has spinning built in and all that stuff, so it actually looks like unique posts from multiple different people. And the doc fix is a WordPress-based, plugin-based system which allows you to get backlinks from PDF files, which are automatically sent out for you and all that good stuff. So that's some of the stuff, not counting all the training and the fact that you get to hang out with really cool people like Kent and Dr. Rose and Robert. So, you have all of that stuff. So there's a whole lot of stuff in here. You'll spend a lot of time just working with this. And your Springboard system will work on any system, on any place that has a cPanel on it. So if you're using a host that has cPanel on it, it will work with that. We are also in talks with a web hosting company who will basically, if you need hosting, when you sign up with them, then they will go ahead and build your website for you and all that stuff too. So we are trying to arrange a lot of things for you. So you'll be pretty happy for a very long time about all the stuff that's coming here. So now I'm going to hand everything over to Kent, because he's the one who is the guy who really got Dr. Rose and I connected to and interested in actually the whole side of multi-level affiliate marketing and multi-tiered affiliate marketing. So I'm going to have him kind of wrap up and just talk with you guys a little bit more, and you in the meantime keep asking any questions you would like. And Robert is very quiet, as you can tell, because we never know what he's going to say, so we try to keep him on mute most of the time. So you can I'm just going to hand it over to Kent now, and everybody say hi to him.
Hey, hi everybody. Kent Larson here. Thank you, Hitesh. Really enjoyed that presentation. That was really good. Yeah, it was a few years ago that I put these two together, and then Robert and I kind of came in on the back end with the MLM here to help them fine-tune it and bring these two worlds together. And a couple things I want to stress is you'll never see a comp plan like this. And I know that we've been talking about building lists and squeeze funnels and everything else on here, and that's all cold market. But this is one thing I want to remind you of. I'm just showing you this quick little chart here. What this shows you is up here on the upper left, this is everybody's warm list for those of you that actually know humans and have a good relationship with them. Up here is where you should also bring this. I mean, down here in the bottom, this is where we all start if we don't have a cold market list that we're trying to market to. And that's what Power Results Academy is going to build you over time here. We're going to build you a large contact list that will become an asset over time, and then you can take each name and each person you have on the list, and you put them in here as income on a monthly basis, $1 average per person. So if you have 10,000 on your list, just go ahead and you can write 10,000 in here. That'll be your dream number. You're going to go for it, okay? But over here, I know everybody knows somebody that's in the marketing business. They know them personally. They may own a business on the corner. I actually had 3 insurance agents that want to build their nationwide insurance agencies with this, and they just love the plug-and-play aspect of it. What we're doing here is we're actually asking you to do 2 things at once here, because there is MLM involved in this. You have a 33% commission on your first level of people that you bring in. That means all you personally have to do is show this to 3 people, get it in front of them, show them how easy it is, plug and play, get them out on the several webinars we're going to have during the week here. We're going to have a new schedule coming out because we're going to have to do that just to keep up with the traffic. And like Hitesh said, we want you guys interacting with us. That's what we're here for. But go towards this warm list. Get them involved. They will be your quick sales so you can get income up right away. And remember, just let them know that all they have to do is when they sign up is go up there. They immediately will have income that will be paid out to them at the end of the month. They can grab their ID, plug it in the system, and start getting traffic, and then they can go learn while they earn. That's the biggest thing here with Power Results Academy. You are going to earn while you learn. We flipped it. We want you earning now right away. So here's that comp plan put into a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet with a little pretty color around it. And what we want you to do here is we want you to look at this. Go out there. If all you do is you get 3 people that you know that you can make theirs free, and you keep teaching everybody to get 3, 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 to get 3. After that is built, you have an income of $29,000 per month. Go up to our website, download our PDF on our comp plan, and start sharing that with people. Because look at this. If you get a perfect matrix of 3 by 3 by 3, okay, which we know in the real world is going to happen, that's $29,000 a month without growth after you get that 7 levels. And it's very easy to get down to those 7 levels. On our comp plan, 4 levels is very achievable. You get 2 sales, you are now eligible for 4 levels of compensation. Folks, do this one thing if ever you do it again in your life. Get a hold of the person that invited you to this webinar tonight. Find out what their link is. Find out how you're going to get your team together. Throw this thing together. Get excited and take it to the masses, because it's just starting now. We are going to have our Founders Pool Race to 10,000 start tonight. We're going to have the credits start tonight. All of this right now. The plug and play is going to get going right after this webinar ends. Folks, now is the time. Get on the phone, light up the switchboards. This is Kent Larson for Power Results Academy, for Robert Phillips, President of Power Results Academy, for Dr. Jason Rose, Chief Operating Officer of Power Results Academy, and the CEO himself, the mastermind behind all this, Hitesh Janiga. Thank you. God bless. Have a great night.